Why did face masks during COVID become such a controversial topic in the US? Some people came to see it as a symbol of government oppression, and others saw it as a symbol that the wearer was compassionate and cared about other people. Both positions trigger emotional responses. It was politicized along with every other aspect of this pandemic. It's disgusting. Politicians made it a controversial topic for political gain and power in the country. It was seen as a symbol. It was made a symbol by those opposing the policies. And not only in the US. The existence of a pandemic is an issue that required individuals to take action to protect others. Was a highly controversial topic. At its most bare elements, I had to chalk it up to people not liking to be told what to do. Some saw it as a minor inconvenience, while others hated how it felt on their face and considered it hard to breathe. Then it just explodes into an us versus them mentality, because American politics has devolved to being like supporting sports teams. Cracks knuckles, puts on waders, sorts by controversial. By the way, not only US. I guess more or less in most countries hit by COVID, this sparked big controversy. One bit of background to mention for non-USians. Unlike some other countries, masking wearing in response to illness wasn't at all common in the US prior to the pandemic. So it was a very alien concept, experience, suddenly being pushed on everyone at once. Which of course is a recipe for knee-jerk resistance from folks with conservative personalities. Talking mindset here, not necessarily ideology. It was weaponized for political purposes, just like abortion, guns. Also QAnon. Because nobody can tell a Republican what to do. This is the land of the free. Conservatives are really weak people who don't care about anyone but themselves. Combine that with not believing the virus is real and/or a religious belief that the Christian God will protect them and only hurt the sinners. Not only US. Because people don't want to take responsibility for protecting others. The life-saving, scientifically proven to be effective mask became political, and certain folks saw it as being muzzled. The same thing with anti-maskers happened during the Spanish flu. If you look up the articles, history repeats itself. Because, before COVID, Western countries weren't used to wearing face masks. Because Donald Trump got on national TV and said, "I am not going to wear a mask," and all of the people who worship him immediately thought of mask wearing as anti-Trump. That's all. That single sentence was what caused the problem. From that moment on, it became a Trump, anti-Trump thing. All the lame arguments against mask wearing that followed were, and still are, ex post facto justifications. It wasn't backed by any science for the longest time, and the CDC fumbled it big time. Constantly changing their minds. Cloth masks don't work. They work fine. It's so you won't be infected. It's so you won't infect others. Must wear in all settings. Indoor, outdoor, etc. In my area, rural South, it started off being a big deal because they kept changing the guidelines. For the first bit of the pandemic, nobody around here complained. Then it was, cloth masks don't work. They do work. Don't buy medical grade. Only buy medical grade. They protect you. They don't protect you and only protect other people from you. This was made worse by the fact that if you asked a question about it, even though the rules changed by the day, you were either stupid or evil. That breeds distrust, which breeds anger. People questioning why they needed a mask and how effective they are became that them. You put someone in that box and they're going to come out swinging. 'Cause the Orange Man was elected, and half the country wanted to suck his pee-pee, while the other half wanted to cut it off. I've seen reports that say Trump made it political by simply saying, "The CDC recommends wearing masks. It's just a recommendation. I don't think I'll be wearing one." That one statement plus the president constantly publicly disagreeing with the head of infectious diseases Dr. Fauci. I don't know enough about Dr. Fauci, but it was around that time Fox News was constantly saying how dangerous Dr. Fauci is and if we don't keep an eye on him, that this was the first step for more government control on people. It's pretty sad because this influences millions of people in the US. I didn't see Fox News covering the positives that Fauci has helped do for an infectious disease nobody was prepared for. So a combo of a very strange cult-like following of the previous president who was never wrong in their eyes, and add in most of his followers watch Fox News as their source of truth. Now you have a recipe for people parroting what they heard from the president or Fox News.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.